And good evening. Welcome out here to Albany as we get set here for high school football action tonight in the Grand River Conference West. It's the Albany Warriors hosting the Worth County Tigers here in this Grand River Conference West matchup. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance agent Sand Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro in Albany. Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club. The Albany, Worth County, and Northeast Nottoway School Districts. And the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two teams as they come in here tonight. And it is kind of flipped records as Albany comes in with a 1-3 record coming off of a tough overtime loss last week to St. Joseph Christian, 48-42 here in Albany. Worth County, they come in with a record of 3-1, 3 straight wins as they come off a 54-8 win over North Andrew on the road last week in North Andrew. For Albany, it's their second straight home game. For Worth County, their fourth consecutive game on the road as they have not been home since week number 1, where they lost in their opening game to a really good Rockport team, and that was a close one, 34-26. Worth County, though, really biting at the haunches to try and get back home next week as they will take on St. Joseph Christian at home next week. And again, it'll be a much needed time home for the Tigers. But so far they've been doing things well on the road as, again, they have a 3-1 record coming into tonight. Some of the other games going on in the Grand River Conference West tonight. Princeton is at King City. North Andrew is at St. Joseph Christian. And Pattonsburg tonight on the road at Stanberry. So those are the games going on in the GRC West tonight. We'll have the game between Worth County and Albany coming up here for you next. We'll have more as we go over the teams, and we'll have a chat with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain, all coming up on your BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Remember, BTC Bank, here for good. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with our color analyst and cameraman for the evening, and Brent Williams. And Brent, taking a look at these two teams, Albany had a very valiant effort after two tough road losses at Nottoway Valley and at King City. Really kind of came out and was able to put up a very respectable showing last week against St. Joseph Christian. Took it all the way to overtime and just kind of fell a little bit short. But really the Warriors showed their heart coming back in that game, because Albany went down and scored the first touchdown of the game, but it was a sack that put, I believe, St. Joseph Christian back at their own 6 or 7 yard line. And then the next play was just a belly run right up the middle, and it was an easy touchdown for St. Joseph Christian. And after that, you're kind of like, oh, how's Albany going to respond? But they responded and took the game to overtime, had a couple of opportunities to win. There were a couple of questionable calls in that game, but still, it's a game that the Albany Warriors felt that they should have won, but just came out on the wrong end in overtime.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaking loss for the Warriors last week. Like you said, it was the first overtime game that a lot of us had seen in 8-man, and we talked about in the pregame how the Warriors, if they were going to lose, they needed to at least make St. Joe Christian go out and earn it. They had been turning the ball over a lot. They've just been making silly mental errors in those first two losses against Nottoway Valley and then against King City. Like almost 10 turnovers between the two of those games. So didn't have a turnover last week. Had maybe one or two penalties that got them in a tough spot. And honestly, that might have ended up being the difference in the game. They had a holding penalty down the stretch that was called on them on a touchdown, where if that ended up standing, they would have been able to win with a 2-point conversion. It gets called back, and they just can't make up the yards. And that goes back to kind of the theme of this season. They really have to play really fundamentally sound football. They had to limit turnovers, had to limit the penalties. They can't be going backwards and giving the other team a whole lot of possessions, because that's not the kind of offense that this is. You don't have a Kyle Emerson who could make up a 30-yard play anytime he touches the ball. You got Elliott Mercer, and he's an explosive back, but nobody else in this team has really been able to have that explosive play. Of course, they got some guys. Carter Danner stepped up and made some big plays for him. Will Fish as well in the tight end spot. But we're talking about explosive plays here that go 10-plus, 15-plus yards down the field. They don't have that, so they have to limit the damage in terms of turnovers and penalties.
Well, and the big thing also last week for the Warriors, they really got Jace Palmer involved in the run game, and that kind of opened some things up for Mercer and for Danner. And then really, we've talked about it all season. The Warriors, whenever they need it, they've got to play action. And a lot of teams aren't usually expecting it, because they expect the Warriors to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. And Will Fish had last week, I think, had 2 really good catches. And in Nottoway Valley had a great catch. King City had a great catch. He just doesn't have the speed to run away from anybody after he catches it.
Yeah, he's not the fastest guy, but I don't believe he's had any drops yet this season, so he seems to be sure-handed. He's wide open a lot of the time on a lot of his catches. Maybe all of his catches, he's been wide open. There is one
there was one last week in overtime. He was definitely covered.
There is one that sticks in my mind that he had to go up and get it. Yeah,
that was at Nottoway Valley.
Like you said. But other than that, he's been wide open, and that goes to what you were saying. The play-action game is there for the Warriors. Of course, they need to be selective. when they pull it out. They can't pull it out all the time. Obviously, the run game is where their bread is buttered. But if they can just keep moving the ball forward, they can maybe compete. They have a tough test this week against Worth County. It seems like every season they lose a game early, and then they just get angry the rest of the season and take it out on the rest of their opponents. It's going to be a tough test for them. But, again, if you're going to lose, make them earn it. Don't just hand them the win. You got to play hard. You got to limit silly mistakes. Make them earn it. That's all you can do.
And then taking a look at this Worth County team. Last time we saw them live was at the Jamboree up in Worth County prior to week 1. And this Worth County team is just – they're always big. They're going to have the big guys up front. You've got Collins that is kind of your offensive line tight end. Guru, he can do a little bit of both. You got Ethan Leininger, Ryder Smizer up there. And then you've got some really good running backs. You've got Lucas Frisch in the backfield along with probably one of the fastest people in 8-man to go along with Ryder Sample. His is a football fast. It's not, the track fast that you're going to see, but his is a football fast. He can make those quick juke moves, and that's Cole Ruby in the backfield.
Yeah, running the ball with pads on is a lot different than with like a track uniform on or whatever, just regular clothes, whatever it is. You got to be able to be shifty. You got to be able to run through small gaps, and it's a different kind of fast. Like you said, the Warriors last week, they didn't really do a great job to start with defending the run game. They got better as the game went along. They certainly missed Shea Miller in the middle there. A lot of the deep runs early were just right up the gut. Shea Miller was a big absence on the defensive side. Obviously, he did play offense. He's back playing both sides of the ball this week, so that will be a big help on the defensive side of things, trying to clog up that middle, especially in the run game, and put pressure on the quarterback because Worth County can throw the ball too. Yeah,
I was just getting ready to talk about Hayden Sanders. He's been underneath center here for the past 2 seasons here for the Tigers. Got injured in week 1. They had to bring in the freshman Cole Ruby, not Cole Ruby, Brock Healy. He played a little bit in week 1, but it's still Hayden Sanders' team here at quarterback, and he's a great quarterback. If they need to pass it, they will, but they're going to be a team that's going to want to run the ball as well, but they're going to want to try and hit the outsides where Albany's going to try and run it up the middle on you.
Yeah, exactly, and this is something else that we've seen. Albany in between, in the middle of the field, they're solid. It's whenever you get to the outside to the numbers where they do struggle on offense and on defense. So that's definitely something that teams key in on. Worth County is a team that can probably match Albany for size. Albany has a size advantage in a lot of games they play. Worth County can match that, so we'll see how the Albany front reacts to that. They're not going to have the size advantage. That sometimes can be kind of a shock to guys. I'm always the biggest guy on the field, and now these guys are just as big as me. So that'll be interesting to see how they react to that. Of course, a lot of these guys have been playing for a long time, so they know each other. That may not be a problem either. And the other big thing I'm going to talk about is there's going to be a definite size disadvantage any time that Bo Collins releases on a passing route, and how are the Warriors going to be able to try and stop Bo Collins in that passing game? Because listed, he's at 230, 6'1". The defensive backs for the Warriors listed at 5'9", 120, and 5'8", 130. Yeah, there's a lot of grown men that Bo Collins would be a mismatch on, and so he's a mismatch on any field that he's on football wise, because not only is he a really big dude, but he can run, he can move, he can catch. He's just a nightmare to guard. And like you said, the defensive backs, they do not have the size advantage in this one at all. We'll be back as we get set to talk to the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain, all a part of our BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Remember, BTC Bank here for good. Again, like to thank all of our sponsors. Hope you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, with locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, and the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance, and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch, and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope, LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany.
Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing in Albany, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany, Worth County, and Northeast Nottoway School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. As we get set here, we'll be back in just a moment with more of our BTC Bank pregame as we talk to the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain here in just a moment. If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Albany Warriors and Doug Fountain. Coach, you're coming off a tough loss last week, 48-42 in overtime against St. Joseph Christian. Kind of talk about what you saw from your team in that game last week.
I saw a tremendous amount of toughness and a lot of fight, a lot of perseverance and resilience. It took us a little while to make some adjustments defensively to take away. We thought we had schemed what they would want to do, and they came in and were hitting us in another area that and they were kind of bleeding us on it. So we had to make some adjustments. Took us a little while to find some traction there, but kids played with a lot of toughness. Played extremely hard. Certainly had signs of life to us, and offensively, I thought we played real well, particularly in the ground game, and then pretty opportunistic in the play action pass game. And two teams that fought hard, and hats off to them. They came out victorious in the end. But when you look at quantitative measurements and qualitative measurements, we a little short on the number side by 6 points, and certainly had a lot to be optimistic about on the qualitative side.
And then you talked about you did a good job in the run game. Talk about that first drive. You'd been held scoreless the past, week plus, and getting that first drive going, marching down the field, putting on points. How did that make the team feel?
Kids just executed well. It gave us a shot in the arm, I would say, and kids just executed the game plan, did it very well, played physical at the line of scrimmage, and got hats on hats at the second level, and the backs ran hard with great ball security.
And then what was your message to the team at the end of that ball game? And again, a close one, overtime, lose it there on an interception right at the end zone. Kind of talk about what your message to the team was after the game.
If you look at the quality of the play on the field and the amount of fight that was in them, those are all positive things. You play the game to win for sure, but we hadn't been in that position for a couple weeks. And so, that was a good St. Joe Christian team, and that was probably the best version we've seen of them so far this year, on film. And then, of course, we saw them on the field. It could have gone either way. We had our opportunities, and there are some things you can't control, but certainly had our opportunities and proud of the kids' effort.
And then this week you bring in Worth County. They come in for their 4th straight road game, or coming off a 3-game winning streak. Kind of talk about how you're going to try and slow down what is a very good Worth County offense.
They're extremely fast. They're physical, and they're going to play extremely hard. They're going to test you on the edges, and then when you shut the door on that, if you can, then they're going to slice you back up inside of that. And so certainly playing fast and getting off blocks, being great tacklers in space, and playing with leverage is going to be key for us.
And then talking about their big men up front and their linebackers, it's going to be tough trying to run up the middle. Kind of what are some of the things that you're looking at trying maybe to do offensively tonight against a really good defensive front for Worth County?
Yeah, they do a lot of things pre-snap and post-snap. They give you one presentation, and then it ends up being something different. We just got to get off the football and get a hat on a hat and hips to hip and stay on blocks and stay on our tracks and don't chase ghosts and be physical to the point of attack and always finish forward.
And then what are the keys for a victory tonight for your Warriors?
Possess the football and stay ahead of the chains. Don't get ourselves in distances that don't favor us, but stay ahead of the chains. Be opportunistic when big plays allow themselves to happen, and put points on the board. And then defensively, we need to turn them over and keep a lid on the big play.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you again for joining us. Part of our BTC Bank pregame. We'll be back with the Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup in just a moment. All a part of your BTC Bank pregame here on Albany TV.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They are located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club joining together for the better of the Albany students. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for tonight's national anthem, followed by your Hoag Lumber Company starting lineup. We will get ready to turn it over here to public address announcer Derek Brown with the announcement here of tonight's national anthem played by the Albany High School Middle School Marching Band.
Complex at E.C. Smith Field for this GRC West matchup between the visiting Worth County Tigers and your Albany Warriors. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag at the south end of the bleachers for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Marching Band.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hoag Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hoag Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Stevens, 5'10", 150-pound senior. At running back, number 21, Lucas Fish, 5'11", 180-pound senior. At running back, number 33, Cole Ruby, 5'11", 160-pound junior. And at quarterback, number 6, Hayden Sanders, 5'9", 150-pound junior. The Tigers are coached by John Atwell, assisted by Creed Overman, Leslie Hill, and Dan Collins. And now the defensive starters for your Albany Warriors on the line, number 10, Elliot Musser! 5'9", junior. On the line, number 52, Cutter Peterson. 6'2", junior. On the line, number 56, Shane Nichols. 6'2", senior. 7, Jace Palmer. 6'160" senior. And linebacker number 18, Carter Danner. 5'9", sophomore. And linebacker number 44, Jay Anthony. 5'10", junior. And defensive back number 2, Jared Owens. 5'9", junior. And at defensive back number 5, Clayton Gilbert. 5'8", junior. The Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Evans, and Seth Klein.
So those are the starters defensively tonight for the Warriors and offensively for Worth County. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting offense for Albany. It'll be Jared Owens, Jace Palmer at quarterback, Elliott Mercer in the backfield with Carter Danner. Will Fish will be at tight end, Jay Anthony, Cutter Peterson, and Shea Miller on the line. For Worth County defensively, it'll be Wyatt Hill, Hayden Sanders, and Caleb New, Sawyer Thurman, Jude Archer, Braden Stevens, and Lucas Frisch to go along with Cole Ruby, Bo Collins, Ethan Leininger, and Ryder Smizer. Again, those are the starting offense and defense tonight for both Worth County and Albany. As we get set tonight to kick off, we will have your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff when we come back in just a moment. All a part of your PTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential, at 660 726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Lucas Frisch will kick off here for Worth County from his own 30-yard line. Back to receive the kick is Clayton Griffin back at his own 5. This one will bounce, and it's picked up at the 19-yard line on his knee. Picking it up is Zayden Palmer. And Albany will start back inside their own 20 at their own 19-yard line.
Well, Albany's going to get the ball first here, and I always like getting the ball first in a football game because that just gives you a chance to really set the tone. If Albany can somehow march down the field, get in the end zone, get a little bit of early momentum here, that would be great here early in the ball game.
75 degrees with a 6-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the south here to start out the ball game. Snapping the football will be Jay Anthony to his quarterback, Jace Palmer. Carter Danner to his left, Elliott Mercer behind him. Mercer will take the opening handoff, spins out of one tackle, and he's going to be met by a host of Tigers after picking up just a 1-yard gain.
One thing we know about Worth County is they're going to be physical up front. And if they can consistently be the more physical team, that's going to make things tough here for Elliott Mercer. And as we know, he's kind of the engine that makes this Warrior offense go. If he's not going.
5 touchdowns last week for Mercer. Between his touchdowns on the ground and through the air. Carter Danner moves to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Danner takes the handoff, and he's going to be stopped. A loss of about a half a yard there on the play brings it back to the original line of scrimmage. There on the stop was Bo Collins.
Yeah, that's two plays right out of the gate here where the Warrior ball carrier hits the line of scrimmage and is immediately met by the Worth County Tiger defensive line. So Warrior offensive line is going to have to do a better job here up front.
Wide out to the right here is going to be Jared Owens. Will Fish is going to be tight end to the left. Danner to the right of his quarterback with Mercer behind him. Mercer in motion. And they go the opposite way to Danner, and he's going to slip after picking up just about 3 yards on the play. Had a little bit of open room in front of him. Just kind of lost his footing, and it brings up now a 4th and 7 here for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's something the Warriors do a lot. Everyone thinks they're going to go to Mercer, and rightfully so. He's a great player. But if they can, you kind of use him as sort of a decoy to get the defense to flow to him and go the opposite direction, it may pay off there. Almost paid off for him right there with that play.
Warriors move into a punt formation. Back to receive the punt is going to be Jude Archer here for the Tigers. Mercer high, end over end, arching punt is going to bounce right about the 25-yard line, and the Warriors are going to pick it up at the 26. That's where Worth County will start their first possession.
Well, nice defensive stand there right out of the gate by Worth County. They make Albany go 3 and out. They don't really get many yards, and now they will get the chance to score first here in the ball game.
Warriors start on their own 26-yard line. It'll be Leininger that'll snap the football here to Hayden Sanders in the shotgun with Cole Ruby to his right. Sanders going to keep this one on the read option, and he's going to lose the football. Picked up, though, by Worth County's Cole Ruby, and he's off to the races. What ended up being almost a horrible play for Worth County ends up in a touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like that was an option play there. Sanders could have opted to pitch the ball back there, didn't do it. And it looked like it ended up being kind of a pitch anyways. The ball just happened to bounce right to Ruby, and he ran it all the way for a touchdown. And like you said, kind of a roller coaster of emotions right there. It looked like maybe Albany was going to get the ball back in great field position, and then Worth County ends up taking it all the way for 6.
And it is now a 6-0 lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Just a minute 45 of the ball game. A fumble recovery for a touchdown here for Worth County on their own fumble. Pitch back is going to go that time to Braden Stevens. He'll get into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And it is an 8-0 Worth County lead here after a minute 45. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Albany, as with 10:15 still left to play here in the first quarter, Worth County's taking an early 8-0 lead. Frisch again set to kick off. Remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services today. Griffin will catch this one at his own 8-yard line. Gets out of one tackle, can't get away from another as Caleb New wraps him up and throws him down at the 15-yard line. They're going to give Griffin the 16, and that is where the Warriors will start their next drive.
Well, the first time out, the Warriors got a grand total of 3 yards on the drive. It looked like maybe Carter Danner was going to be able to take a pass for near the first down marker, lost his footing and fell. We'll see what the Warriors can do here. They may have to get a little creative because it looks like Worth County is getting the better of the Albany Warrior offensive line here to this point in the game.
Jace Palmer will take the snap here for the Warriors. Fakes the handoff to Mercer. Doing a pitch out to Danner. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Still rolling around the ground. Worth County's going to recover at the Albany 6-yard line.
Talked about it in the pregame. You got to take care of the football. You got to limit the penalties. It's been a problem for Albany aside from the week one game against DeKalb, and then last week they did a good job. The 2 games that they've got really blown out, the turnovers have piled up, and there's an early one.
So a first and goal from the Albany 6-yard line. Sanders will go underneath center. Hand off to Cole Ruby, cuts it back inside. He's into the end zone. His second touchdown here of the night, and we're just now 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the ball game. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Yeah, the other side of the turnover, especially whenever you get rid of it that close to the end zone, is the other team has great field position, and Worth County took advantage of it, scoring again in just one play.
Sanders in the shotgun, looking to pass this time. Has a little bit of pressure, able to escape. And he's going to reach for the end zone. Does he get in? Yes, he does. 2-point conversion is good. And it is now a 16-0 lead here in favor of Worth County. 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the ball game. 9:57 left in the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
9:57 left to play in the first. Worth County with a 16-0 lead. And again will be Lucas Frisch to kick off here for the Tigers. Frisch again will kick this one deep. Griffin will catch it, or hits off him at his own 6. Picks it up at his own 11. And he's going to be hit and wrapped up, taken down. Braden Murphy throws him down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Worth County's getting down there quick. Clayton Griffin doesn't have a whole lot of room to run on those last 2 kicks. And again, here for the Warriors, you just got to put together a sustained drive. The first drive you went 3 and out, then you turned it over. Try and get a couple of first downs here, move the ball a little bit down the field, but for sure the last thing you want to do is give the ball right back to them.
An official's timeout here. Not certain exactly what the problem is, like maybe just trying to get the chains set up here. And now Warriors are going to come out a little bit of trickery. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Elliott Mercer alone in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself as he rushes up to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, on the first play of last drive before they fumbled, they faked it to Mercer, then went with an option. There they go with Mercer just alone in the backfield and receivers to the left and to the right. They may have to get a little bit more creative right now because, again, the basic up the middle runs, Worth County's been shutting those down.
Ricardo Kampf and Zayden Palmer lined up wide to the right. Jace Palmer to the left along with Jared Owens. Again, Mercer alone in the backfield. And he's going to rush this out past the 20-yard line, and they're going to put him down at about the 21 or 22-yard line. Depends on the spot. It's going to be down at the 21.
Again, they're still going up the middle, but what's working here for Albany and why they're in decent field position or decent position here on third down, they've got those receivers out wide. That kind of spreads out the defense a little bit. They can't pack everyone in the middle because they know they're going to run. So that's why you're seeing Albany doing that right now.
So again, Mercer alone in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. This time it's going to be a flip to Palmer. He's going to get hit in the backfield there to wrap him up is Bo Collins.
They've been setting that play up. You've seen Palmer each time in the past 2 runs come around like that, and they were setting that play up right there. It just didn't work. Bo Collins read it like a book.
And a loss of 2 yards brings up a 4th and 6. 8:20 left to play here in the first quarter, and Warriors again in a area where they're most likely going to punt this one away, and they will move into a punt formation as, again, Jude Archer, the junior, will go back to try and receive it. This one kicked right to Archer. He has to go to his back foot, catches it at his own 21-yard line. He's got some room ahead as he's finally wrapped up just shy of midfield and taken down at the Worth County 39-yard line.
Well, the Worth County defense, they're just winning the game right now. They're outplaying the Warrior offense right now. 3 straight 3-and-outs here in this one.
Well, 2 3-and-outs and 1 fumble.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember the last time Worth County, well, before they scored their last touchdown, it was a fumble that ended up as a touchdown. As this one a pitch out to Ruby, and he continues to cut and try and find space. He now finds space here on the near sideline. And he's going to be hit and pushed out of bounds by Elliott Mercer, but not before he takes it inside the Albany 10-yard line, down to the Albany 9.
Yeah, you can see Coach Fountain there not happy with his defense. It's been just a couple of plays here the Worth County offense has run, and aside from the one where they got the ball pretty much where they are right now, it's been chunk plays.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial. Flip out to the right this time to Stevens. He spins out of a tackle, and he's taken down near the 5-yard line.
Here the Warriors finally stop Tiger ball carrier for a short game, but again, they're knocking on the door here. Can they do it 3 more times?
Going to put him inside the 5, down at the 4. A gain of 5 that time on the carry from the senior Stevens. 7:18 left to play here in the first quarter. 16-0 Worth County with the early lead. Sanders underneath center in the I formation. Fakes the handoff to Frisch. Pitches it out to Ruby. He's going to be hitting the backfield still on his feet and taken down. Porter Runnels is able to knock him down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that time the Warriors did a nice job there. Really, if the quarterback, Sanders, kept it, or if he went with the pitch, they really didn't have anywhere to go there. He pitches it, has nowhere to go, backs him up outside the 10-yard line here, but it is 4-down territory. We'll see here if the Warriors can do it 2 more times.
Be a 3rd and goal from the 11 upcoming here for the Tigers. There'll be about 6.5 left here in the first quarter when Worth County gets this snap off. Sanders underneath center, looking to pass. Has a lot of time, gets it off, and it's Lucas Frisch. He's going to be wrapped up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he was lucky to get that far.
Well, now the Warrior defense backing the Tigers up here. It's going to be 4th down and goal from just outside the 10-yard line here, so they're going to have to get a decent gain here on 4th down. This is an opportunity. The Warrior defense, you got to get a stop here. There's absolutely no reason to let Worth County convert on this play.
We're going to have an officials timeout. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
6 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. 16-0 is the lead here for Worth County. They've got a 4th and goal upcoming from the 11-yard line. Sanders again underneath center in the I formation. In motion will be Frisch, and we're going to have movement up front. And we'll see if it's against the Warriors or against Worth County. Officials are going to talk about it and see which one moved first. Remember, this penalty flag, though, is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And it's going to be a false start called here against Worth County. That's going to push him back 5 more yards. And it will be a 4th and goal from the 16-yard line.
I was going to say, I didn't see any Tigers move, but the whole line for the Warriors jumped, and it seemed like it was too early for it to be because of a snap count. So must have just been a slight movement there by one of the Tiger linemen.
So 4th and goal upcoming from the 16 for the Tigers. Time ticks down underneath 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Sanders quickly gets up underneath center. In motion goes Frisch, this time to the left. Here comes pressure. Sanders spins out of trouble. Looking deep towards the end zone. Finds his man. Wide open in the end zone. Lucas Frisch for a touchdown.
Again, I was saying it earlier, it was 4th down and goal from the 16-yard line. You just cannot let them get a touchdown on that play. You got to get a stop. They can get 15 yards and you would still be okay, and the Warriors just couldn't get the stop.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Tigers. They lead 22-0. Looking to go up 24. Sanders again looks to pass. It's a screen pass out to the left, and making his way into the end zone is Braden Stevens. 2-point conversion is good, 24-0. Worth County has the lead here over Albany, and we're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. And welcome back out again here to Albany. 5:25 left here in the opening quarter. 24-0 Worth County with the lead. And kicking off here is going to be Lucas Frisch. Back to receive again is going to be Clayton Griffin inside his own 10-yard line. Griffin will catch this one at his own 7. And he gets hit and lit up by Lucas Frisch at the 25-yard line.
Oh, wow, that was a big hit. Credit to Frisch for that, but
credit to Griffin for getting right up.
I was going to say Griffin popped right back up, so that was a football hit right there.
So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, the Warriors just got to find a way to get something going there. We did see him employ some different look. Mercer in the backfield by himself with the offense spread out. We'll see what they do here on this drive.
It looks like they can go to their regular offense here with Palmer in at the quarterback. Danner to his right, Mercer behind him. Fakes the handoff to Mercer. Palmer keeps it himself, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, a loss of a yard. First man there was Wyatt Hill.
Yeah, it's just, it seems like at least right now in this phase of the game, the Warriors it doesn't matter what they do. on offense, Worth County's got an answer.
Bring up now 2nd and 11 underneath 5 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Will Fish will be tied in here to the right. Mercer will be the wing back to the left. To the right of his quarterback, Palmer, is going to be Carter Danner. Danner takes the handoff on the outside. He's going to break loose. He's across the 30-yard line. He's inside Worth County territory at the Worth County 26.
Wow, finally the Warrior crowd has something to cheer about here in this game. Nice run there by Danner. Again, a little bit of misdirection. They go to the outside that time, and Danner had a ton of room.
Remember, that first down is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And a big run there for Danner puts Albany for the first time in Worth County territory tonight. Hand off to Mercer. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards before he's stopped, and there on the tackle, again, is going to be Wyatt Hill after a pickup of just a yard.
Yeah, Worth County's been pretty keyed in on Mercer, and that's to be expected. A lot of teams are going to try and take him out. A lot of teams will try and take your best player away, make you beat them in some other way, and they've really held Mercer in check here to this point.
3:45 left to go in the opening quarter, 24-0, Worth County with the lead. Fakes the handoff to Mercer, looking to pass. Pass for Danner, a little too tall as it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
You could see Palmer there was a little bit wary in the pocket, never really did set his feet for that throw, and it just sailed on him, too tall for his receiver to catch.
Brings up now a 3rd and 9 from the Worth County 25-yard line. 3:37 left in the opening quarter of play, 24-0. Tigers have the lead. In motion is Mercer. And it'll be a quick pass out to Mercer on the out. He's going to break through one tackle, be pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at about the 17.
Yeah, they bring him down just a couple yards shy of the first down yard marker. So now the question for Albany is, what do you do? Do you go to Mercer? Worth County's been pretty good at stopping him, even in short yarded situations. I'm not sure if they will do that, especially right up the middle. I think it'll be an outside run here.
4th and 2 upcoming for the Warriors with 3 minutes left to play here in the first. From the 18-yard line here of Worth County, they need the 16 for the first down. Hand off to Mercer up the middle, and it looks like he's going to have enough, and he does. They're going to mark him down at the 16. They're going to mark him down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice run there by Mercer. They trusted him, and he got just enough for the first down.
Remember, that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. So 1st and 10 from just outside the 15-yard line here for the Warriors. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Hand off to Danner. He squeaks through. He's going to have a big run again as he's taken down right near the first down yard marker right outside the 5-yard line.
A couple of nice runs there in a row for Danner, and that's a nice response after he kind of botched the pitch on the option play. He's had a couple of nice runs right here in a row.
So a 2nd and 1 here for the Warriors. 2:05 left to play here in the first. 24-0 is the Worth County lead, but the Warriors now threatening inside Worth County territory. Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer keeps it, looking on the pass. Will Fish, and that one broken up at the last moment by Wyatt Hill. And the pass will fall incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit of an underthrow there by Palmer. Kind of with the defense there getting late, kind of had to lead him just a little bit farther there, get it over the shoulder. Defense would not have been able to get there. Since it was underthrown, the defense could recover and bat that one away.
A 3rd and 1 from the 6-yard line here for the Warriors. Palmer will take the snap. Hand off to Mercer. Gets stopped immediately. Lucas Frisch runs in through the defensive line and comes up with the stop. A loss of it looks to be about 2 yards.
And Lucas Frisch, a couple of nice hits there, that time on Mercer, and usually Mercer's the one that's delivering the big hits and driving forward. That time he got driven back, so nice play there by Frisch. And again, Albany in a fourth down situation here.
Be a 4th and 3 upcoming here for the Warriors. They will go for it. Trying to get Worth County to jump off sides. Albany is going to use a timeout with 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. This timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
Don't forget, Warrior fans, the Albany cheerleaders will be performing on Sunday in the 1A small division, which is the largest division of the entire competition, and the MCCA KC regional competition at Liberty High School. And they will take the mat at 9:05. Top 5 teams from each division will receive a bid to the state competition in Columbia. 4th and 3 upcoming here for the Warriors. Hand off to Mercer. No, it's going to be another pitch out to Danner, and another bad pitch by Palmer that is going to be fallen on here by Worth County at the 15 as Lucas Frisch comes away with the fumble recovery. So Frisch comes away with the fumble recovery, and Worth County will take over on their own 15-yard line. It was going to be a turnover on downs if the Warriors couldn't come up with a 3 yards there. Instead, they go backwards and give up the football as well. 1st and 10 here for Worth County. They're going to put 2 receivers to the right, and they're going to put Sanders in at the shotgun. A quick pass out to the right to Stevens. He escapes one tackler. That's Frisch on the catch as he's going to be out past the 30-yard line. Down to the 31.
Well, Tigers get another stop there. They kind of shut down the Warriors' best drive of the game. They were so close to getting in the end zone and then just couldn't quite finish it off. And now Worth County with a chance to go up by 30+.
Remember, that first down is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Again, 2 receivers, this time to the left for Worth County. This time the pass goes to Jude Archer, and he's going to be taken down just past the line of scrimmage. Stopped there by Jay Anthony and Jared Owens. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Jay Anthony with a nice hit there. He had another nice hit. It was on a touchdown play, but right as the ball carrier got into the end zone, he delivered a nice hit there. That's a couple of big defensive plays there by Jay Anthony. He's working hard out there.
Brings up now a 2nd and 8 here for Worth County. Pitch out to the right is going to go to Cole Ruby. He continues to juke and jump his way through across midfield inside to Albany's 35-yard line down to the 34. Enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Tigers.
Worth County just moving the ball at will here in this one. Everything Albany does on offense, they seem to have an answer for. And so far, Albany doesn't seem to have any answers for them.
End of the first quarter of play, 24-0. Worth County has the lead over Albany. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential, at 660 726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we start the second quarter of play. Worth County up 24-0. They have the football on the Albany 34-yard line. In motion goes Jude Archer. Sanders looking to pass. Sees pressure. Underthrown, and Jared Owens came back for it and just falls just shy of him as he was the only person who really had any chance at that. It was Porter Runnels that came up with some pressure as the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, Porter Runnels, again, it hasn't been a clinic here by any means here from the Warrior defense, but Porter Runnels, another guy, he's been involved with some tackles there, and he was able to get pressure on Sanders there, and that ball was way underthrown almost to the point where the Warriors were able to get an interception.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Sanders keeping this one himself, finds a hole, and he is going to be off to the races, and he will win. Touchdown, Tigers. You can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 30-0, Tigers lead 12 seconds here into the second quarter of play. Tigers will go for the 2-point conversion attempt. Stevens to one side, Archer to the other of their quarterback, Sanders. Looking for the end zone. They find their man, Caleb New. 2-point conversion is good. And it is now a 32-0 Worth County lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Frisch will kick off yet again here for the Tigers with Griffin back inside his own 10-yard line. Kick by Frisch is going to bounce inside the 10-yard line. Griffin will pick it up inside his own 5. Trying to escape some tacklers. He's loose. Jude Archer is the only Worth County man left. And Clayton Griffin gets hit from behind. As he crosses the 30-yard line, he'll be down just shy of the 35 at the 34.
Well, you know that had to feel good for Griffin. It seems like the past few kicks here in a row, he's got to the 15-yard line and just been immediately pummeled there. And that time he breaks a couple of tackles and a nice return there to set the Warriors up in good field position.
Warriors drove down the field on their last possession on a 4th and 3, ended up fumbling the ball away. See if the Warriors can continue to move the football here on this drive. The start of the second quarter, 11:37 left in the second, 32-0 now. Worth County with the lead. Palmer will take the snap, hand off to Mercer. And he's still continuing to churn his feet as he's going to be just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 on the carry that time from the junior running back, Elliott Mercer.
Nice first down run there by Mercer, and that's the kind of stuff that the Warriors are going to have to get. The question is, can they do it multiple times? They haven't been able to so far, but 5-yard gain on first down, you will obviously take that.
2nd and 5 upcoming from just on Albany's side of midfield. Now just underneath 11 minutes left here in the second quarter. And there's going to be a penalty flag flown. I believe they're going to have false start called here against the Warriors. That's going to push them back. And it is. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance Agent, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
So that yardage from that run completely gets wiped out, and it might as well be they didn't get any yards on that play with that penalty.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 now here for the Warriors. Jared Owens lines up wide out to the right with Braden Stevens in coverage on him. Palmer pulls it, looking to pass. Finds Will Fish in stride, and he's taken down. There on the stop is Sawyer Thurman as Will Fish takes it into Tiger territory down to the Tiger 31-yard line.
Nice catch there by Fish and a nice throw. Caught Fish in stride there and did have the step on his defender, and the Warriors with a first down.
10.5 left to play in the second quarter, 32-0. Worth County with the lead. Palmer will take the snap with Mercer behind him. Handoff will go to Mercer. And he's able to keep himself up to cross the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down here at about the 29. A gain of 2 brings up a 2nd and 8. Second and 8 upcoming here for the home Albany Warriors. They trail the visiting Tigers 32-0 with 9:45 left in the second quarter. Handoff this time goes to Danner, and he's going to plow forward just shy of the 20-yard line down to the 23. Be just a couple yards shy of the first down marker, brings up a 3rd and 2.
Nice run by Mercer on first down. Nice run by Danner on second down. Has the Warriors set up nicely on third down. Definitely 4-down territory here, so see what they do. Do they go with another run? Go back to the play action? What are they going to do here?
Palmer takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Danner. He's going to keep it himself on the read option. And he loses the football, and it's going to be recovered here by Worth County as Palmer down at the 17 loses the football and recovered at the 15 by Worth County.
Lost the football and lost the helmet there, and that we didn't quite get to see the big hit because there was a lot of people around, but that must have been quite the hit there. It popped Palmer's helmet off.
Third fumble of the night already here for the Warriors. And a timeout is going to be called here by Albany. It'll be their second Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. We're back with more in a moment.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. A couple of score updates to bring you in the GRC West. 28-0. King City has the lead over Princeton. 16-6. Pattonsburg leads over Stanberry. 1st and 10 here for the Tigers from their own 15-yard line. And I believe they're going to get a false start here. A couple of Warriors jumped off sides, but Bo Collins moved here on the near side of the line as well. And it is going to be a penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. It is going to be called a false start here against Worth County. That'll push them back to their own 10-yard line. So a 1st and 15 back of the Worth County 10 facing the Tigers. Their worst starting field position of the night. Sanders is going to keep this one himself with a blocker out in front and Cole Ruby. But upending Sanders that time is Jared Owens after a pickup of just about 2 on the play.
Well, Worth County a little bit behind the 8 ball here, as with that false start penalty, it was 1st and 15. Now it's 2nd and 14. The problem for the Warriors is a large portion of Worth County's plays in this one have been big chunk plays, so they're going to have to get a stop here.
2nd and 13 upcoming. It'll be a pitch. And met at the line that time for the Tigers is the senior Braden Stevens. And I don't know if they're going to give him any yards. They're not. They're going to mark him down at the 12. Remains 3rd and 13.
Well, Albany's got a big 3rd down stop here. Definitely, or I would say probably not 4-down territory. You just never know in 8-man what certain teams are going to do, but Worth County's up big here, so you would think if they can get a 3rd down stop here, the Warriors might get their first stop of the game on defense.
Sanders again in the shotgun. Looking to pass, has some time. Looking deep over the middle and looking for Lucas Frisch, and it's going to be out of his reach as it falls incomplete and brings up now a 4th and long.
Well, Frisch was open there. He had the step on his man, but throw was just a little bit out of his reach. And for the first time, it looks like maybe Worth County's going to be forced to punt.
7:41 left to play here in the second quarter. 32-0, Worth County has the lead. And it looks like they do have Wyatt Hill back, ready to punt. Clayton Griffin will move back to receive the punt. And it is going to take a Worth County bounce as it bounced at the Albany 37-yard line, bounced all the way into, or bounced at the Worth County 37-yard line, bounced all the way into the Albany 27, and that is where the Warriors will start their next drive.
Well, we've said this in some other games, but right now the Warriors just trying to hold on to the football. It's 3 fumbles, like you said, and the turnovers, again, have been a big problem for them here in this one. 3 in just a quarter and a little bit less than a half.
And that is a first time the Warriors have gotten a stop defensively. 32-0, 7:31 left here in the second quarter. Worth County with the lead. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Mercer in the backfield with Palmer. Palmer, quick pass, and he finds his man. It's Carter Danner as he's taken down just shy of the 35, or taken down right at the 35-yard line.
Well, that is something to be happy about if you're a Warrior fan. There in the first quarter, it was just a lot of 3-and-outs, turnovers, and some quick scores by Worth County. The Warriors finally get a stop there, and they're moving the ball better. They still haven't gotten the end zone, but at least they're moving the ball and getting some first downs here and there. It's not just 3-and-outs and turnovers.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Alone in the backfield this time is going to be Palmer. Quick pass out to Mercer, a low pass, and he is going to be hit immediately. The low pass really kind of brought in the defensive coverage that time of Thurman and Archer, and it'll be a loss of 2 yards there on the play.
Yeah, it takes longer to go down and get it and then get back up to be ready to run. So that low pass there kind of made it to where Mercer wasn't going to be able to go anywhere, especially with two guys bringing him down.
6:24 left to play in the second quarter. 32-0 is the lead here in favor of the Tigers. It'll be a 3rd and 4 upcoming. Warriors need the 37 for a first down. Palmer looking deep for his brother Zayden, and tight coverage put on that time by Braden Stevens as the pass will fall incomplete. Brings up now a 4th and 4 here for the Warriors from their own 33-yard line. Warriors have 2 receivers to the right, just 1 to the left. It'll be Palmer and Danner to the right, Owens to the left, Mercer in the backfield along with Jace Palmer. Palmer takes the snap, sees some pressure, trying to get the ball away, and it's going to fall incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I mean, yeah, the Warriors can't fault them there for going for it on 4th down. However, they they do set up Worth County nicely here with some good field position.
Warriors were able to slow down the Worth County offense on their last drive and got them to punt the ball away. We're going to have an officials timeout here with 6:02 left in the second quarter. We're back with more. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop where small town charm blooms every day.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany has got you covered. Petty John's makes buying your next vehicle transparent, simple, and easy. We have no hidden fees and upfront pricing on every vehicle in stock at pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
32-0, Worth County has the lead. Here with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter of play. They have the football 1st and 10 from the Albany 33-yard line. Flip out to Cole Ruby. He's trying to find some space. He runs into a couple of Warrior tacklers, but he's going to be pushed past the first down yard marker just past the 21. And that is where he's going to be marked down at the 21-yard line. That is going to be enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Cole Ruby's good day continues. He's really racked up the stat sheet here in this one.
1st and 10. Sanders will keep this one himself following a blocker. Trying to make it to the outside, turns the corner, dives for the pylon, gets in, touchdown Tigers. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 38-0, Tigers lead. 5:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Tigers try and make this a 40-point ball game here with a 2-point conversion attempt. Sanders underneath center, I formation behind him. Looking to pass. Gets it out to Cole Ruby on a little bit of a screen. Finds his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And it is now a 40-0 Worth County Tiger lead here with 5:28 left here in the second quarter. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Frisch again to kick off for the Tigers with Griffin deep. He returned the last one pretty well. Can't quite clean that one as he picked it up his own 9-yard line, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 25-yard line. Some more scores again to give you. It is King City leading over Princeton, still 28-0. Pattonsburg leads over Stanberry, 24-12. And King City and Pattonsburg both still undefeated on the season, with a big matchup looming next week over in King City. Actually, I take that back. I believe that game is in Pattonsburg next week. It is in Pattonsburg. Got a delay of game called here against the Warriors. And this penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. Brings up a 1st and 15. as they'll now start on their own 19-yard line. Taking the snap is Palmer, keeping it himself. And he's going to continue to churn his feet, and forward progress will be stopped at about the 23-yard line.
Again, trying to get Palmer going in the running game, but as has been the case for most of this game, Worth County was there to meet him in the middle and keep him to a short gain.
Brings up a 2nd and 11 here for the Warriors. Palmer alone in the backfield now will motion Carter Danner to his right. Hand off to Danner. Gets wrapped up and he's able to fall forward enough to pick up a couple of yards down to the 25 and brings up now a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Warriors have gained 6 yards on those last 2 plays, but that delay of game penalty really, again, it put them behind the 8 ball instead of 3rd and 4. It's 3rd and 9, and they may have to go through the air here or try something a little bit different.
Palmer alone in the backfield. Looking for Mercer, hits off his hands. Right as the ball was coming to him, Wyatt Hill kind of flashed in front of his eyes, trying to swat the ball away, and it hits off of Mercer's hands and ricochets away as the pass will fall incomplete, brings up a 4th and 9.
Well, they did try something different. They had like a little bunch formation there with Palmer there in the backfield by himself, and if Mercer was able to catch that, I'm not sure anybody was going to be able to catch him, but just couldn't quite connect on that pass attempt.
Warriors are going to motion out, and looks like they're going to punt this ball away. As Mercer back to kick, Archer back to receive. Archer will catch it at his own 23-yard line. Has some space in front of him. Only man that really had a chance was Mercer. He almost stripped him, and then tripping him up, but not before he makes it into the end zone is Jared Owens. And that is a kickoff return from Jude Archer. Touchdown, Tigers. $46-0 is the Worth County lead here with 3:43 left to play in the second quarter. And a whistle will blow here prior to the snap. Looks like a penalty flag. Or not a penalty flag, but blood here for Sanders. So Worth County is going to have to pull him off here for a play while he gets the blood taken care of. Coming on is going to be the freshman Brock Healy, as he'll take over here at quarterback on this two-point conversion play.
Well, Worth County's in a situation that not a lot of teams find themselves in. Their junior quarterback goes out and they bring on a freshman. Their freshman's pretty dang good.
Yeah. He's going to be a staple in this Worth County Tiger offense here for a few years. As Healy will pitch this one off to Ruby. And Ruby is going to be met in the backfield. Two-point conversion will fail for the first time tonight. 46-0, though. Worth County leads. 3:43 left to go in the second quarter. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Frisch again set to kick off for the Tigers with Griffin again back deep. This one going to be caught here by Gavin Pickering. And he's going to break free as he'll be taken down as he crosses the 35-yard line.
Well, there's 3 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the first half, and Warriors still without a score, and this has kind of been an unfortunate truth to their season so far. They've faced 3 top 10 teams now, counting Worth County, and it's been ugly, and they're trying to get on the board here before halftime.
And a lot of it, I mean, these games, you look at the game against Nottoway Valley and the game here so far. Now, this game could be a lot closer, but the 3 fumbles really came back to hurt the Warriors so far here in the first half. Palmer flips this one out to Mercer to the left. And he's going to put the hurt on the tackler, Jude Archer, as he's taken down after a gain of 1 down to the 38-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 9 here for Albany. You know, for the Warriors, that if they don't score here, the thing they want to do is try and run out as much clock as possible. Do not let Worth County try and extend this lead here in the first half. It's already a 46-0 Worth County lead. Palmer takes a snap. In motion is Mercer. Looking the opposite way, looking for Danner, and Danner just unable to pull that one in, just a little too far out in front. Had a couple of blockers and nobody really in a white jersey in front of him, as that one will fall incomplete.
Yeah, the Warriors just really struggling to connect on anything here on offense. They're completely out of their rhythm. Everything looks like it's very hard. Worth County has done a nice job on defense here of really challenging Albany just to move the ball down the field.
3rd and 9 upcoming here for the Warriors. 2:53 left here in the second quarter. Palmer pitches this one out to the right here to Mercer. And he's going to be taken down shy of midfield down at the 39-yard line. Big gain of 1 on the play. And it'll bring up now a 4th and 8. 2.5 left here in the opening quarter. Warriors still do have 1 Petty John Auto Center timeout remaining. Worth County has all 3. It's a 46-0 Tiger lead. Palmer tried to get Worth County to jump off sides. They don't. Albany will use their final Petty John Auto Center timeout here at the half with 2:12 left here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, just north of. Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. 46-0. Worth County with the lead here over the Warriors. 2:12 left to play in the second. 4th and long. Palmer looking. And again looking for Danner in the pass. Just a little too tall as it'll fall incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They were trying to set up a screen there, and the pressure was there immediately. And like we said, the size of the defensive line for Worth County, when they're in Jace Palmer's face, it's hard to throw the ball over them like that, and that's what we saw in that play.
Smizer listed at 6'3". Bo Collins 6'1". Ethan Leininger 5'11". That is the defensive front for Worth County. Flip out to the left for Cole Ruby. Has some room. Now tries to cut it back across field. And it's a foot race, and Cole Ruby is going to take this to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. As he continues his amazing night, 52-0. Worth County with the lead, just underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the opening half of football. And remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. Two-point conversion attempt upcoming. Sanders in the shotgun. Looking to pass. Jumping up, pulling it in. It's Bo Collins. And the two-point conversion attempt is good. 54-0. Worth County has the lead. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. 54-0. Worth County has the lead here over Albany. Kicking off will be Lucas Frisch again for the Tigers. Clayton Griffin again back deep for the Warriors. This one kicked over to the left side. Zayden Palmer is going to fall on it at his own 20-yard line, and a late hit going to come, and it's going to go against Jude Archer. That's going to give the Warriors a little bit better field position.
Yeah, Archer was coming in hot pursuit because he saw the ball on the ground, and it got picked up, and it looked like a bad hit there, but it's kind of hard to slow up whenever you're totally bailing out for the ball. But, of course, that is a late hit, so the flag comes out.
Remember, this penalty brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. So after the late hit penalty, Albany will start on their own 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. From their own 35, 1:55 left in the half. No timeouts remaining. They trail 54-0. Hand off to Danner. And he's going to be just shy midfield down at the 39. A gain of 4 on the carry. That time by the sophomore. So on the 2nd and 6 attempt, Palmer with Danner to his right, Mercer behind him. Fakes the handoff to Mercer. Looks, finds Danner this time, and he's going to get lit up as he's knocked out of bounds just past the first down yard marker down at the 34.
Yeah, and that's what you expect from Worth County. They're a physical team. They are not afraid to make big hits just like that, but the Warriors do get a first down.
Remember, that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial at 660-726-3396. Palmer will take the snap. Looking to pass again. Looking deep this time for Owens. And they're going to call it incomplete. Coach Fountain is looking for a penalty flag as it looked like Owens and the defender got tied up along the Worth County sideline. But no penalty flag for pass interference comes.
Yeah, we couldn't quite see what happened on that play. Of course, at the line of scrimmage, you do see a lot of hand fighting, they call it, between the receiver and DB, and maybe Owens just wasn't able to get off of that, and that's why he was all the way out of bounds. We just couldn't quite see it on the camera.
Warriors did almost pick up 4 yards by a placement of the football, but it brings it back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd and 10. Palmer hands this one off to Mercer. He breaks loose. He's going to be inside the 20, still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. And another first down run here by the Warriors comes from Elliott Mercer, as he'll be down to about the 16-yard line. Remember, that's a Smith Prudential Financial first down. 1st and 10. Hand off to Danner. He's on a foot race. Danner makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. 16 yards out. Carter Danner puts it into the end zone. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 54-6, 101 left to play here in the second quarter. Albany will go for the extra point. As on to kick the extra point is the sophomore Ricardo Kampf.
Don't see this a lot.
Holding will be Jace Palmer. Snapping will be Jay Anthony. Palmer will hold at the 10. Kampf kick is good, and the extra point is good, and the Warriors put 7 on the scoreboard. 54-7, 101 left to play in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where we've just found out that Albany has a kicker. Ricardo Kampf kicks the extra point. Makes this now a 54-7 ball game, and Kampf on to kick off here for the Warriors. Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Yeah, this Europe to Albany kicker pipeline is really, really paying its dividends.
Yeah, we had Tear Day last year, Ricardo Kampf this year. This one going to be kicked deep. It is going to bounce at the 10-yard line. It's going to be picked up there by Braden Stevens. He'll get out of one tackle. He's still on his feet. And he is going to be taken down just past the 30-yard line, but a penalty flag down at about the 20-yard line. Grayson Miller was the one on the stop that time for the Warriors. And it'll be a hold called against Worth County.
Yeah, usually on a kick return when you see a flag in the backfield, it's either a holding or a block in the back or something like that. So it's never good for the offense when you see that flag come out in the backfield.
Remember this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. They mark it down at the 12-yard line. And that is where Worth County will start their next drive, at their own 12. So first and 10 from the 12, 53 seconds left here in the half. Pitch out to Cole Ruby on the near side. He's trying to break it outside the numbers, now cuts it back up. And he's still on the loose, and he loses his footing, still on his feet as he finally is tripped up across the 30-yard line down about the 32 or 33. And another penalty flag will fly.
That came out right as the hit came, so see what that is.
Remember this penalty flag brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Sand Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And this is going to mark them back just inside the first down yard marker. It'll be a 1st and 1. So 1st and 1, Cole Ruby again, this time it's Braden Stevens, and he's going to push one defender out of the way, and then he's going to be hit hard along the sideline as he's hit in the out-of-bounds area, but still inbounds, and they're going to mark him down at the 28.
Wow, and that's one of the downsides to staying on your feet while someone's got a hold of your ankles. You are just a sitting duck, and Elliot Mercer with a big hit there.
So Stevens picks up the first down. A Smith Prudential Financial first down to the 27-yard line. And this time getting the handoff is Ruby. Escapes one tackle, now going backwards, still on his feet. And he is going to be taken down after a pickup of about 1 yard on the play. Cole Ruby is getting a lot of yards, or a lot of steps in, but not a lot of yards on that play. They're going to get them down to the 29, a gain of 2. And that is going to be the end of the first half. 54-7 is the lead here in favor of Worth County. Your halftime tonight here on Albany TV is going to be brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. And I believe that might be the ball game here. And it is. That is also going to be the ball game, as Worth County will come away with a 54-7 victory tonight here over the Warriors. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where it is a win tonight for the Worth County Tigers at the half, 54-7 here over the Warriors. And Brett, let's go ahead and talk about this game real quick. It was Albany that got the opening drive, and it didn't take very long. I believe it was a 3-and-out that gave Worth County the football, and then Worth County immediately takes the football about 8 yards on a carry from Hayden Sanders. He then fumbles. It's picked up by Cole Ruby, and then he takes it to the end zone.
Yeah, like you said, that was the start of this game, and it was basically a preview of what we were going to get for the rest of it. Worth County, and we'll get into the stats, I'm sure, but, I mean, they just dominated all facets of the game. The Warriors really couldn't get anything going on offense. Worth County did they did much better than anybody else at stopping Elliott Mercer. I mean, they completely stopped him, and we'll get into his stats here in a minute too. But I mean, they just completely his big playability was just completely gone. And I think the fact that the thing that got the loudest cheer for the Warriors tonight was an extra point kind of tells you all you need to know about this game.
Yeah, the Warriors had a couple of drives where they were driving on the Tigers, but then a fumble would end up costing the Warriors and Worth County would then end up taking advantage of those turnovers. And it was a game that got out of hand pretty quick, and it ends up being a 54-7 victory here in a half of play. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game for Worth County passing tonight. Hayden Sanders tonight was 6 for 8 for 46 yards and a touchdown. Receiving tonight, Lucas Frisch had 3 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. Jude Archer, 1 catch for 2 yards. Rushing tonight, Cole Ruby, 7 carries for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. That does not include his pickup that he, on the fumble recovery, that he ran into the end zone. That is not included in that stat, so had another touchdown on top of that. Hayden Sanders, 4 carries for 64 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Braden Stevens, 3 carries for 12 yards. I believe one of those touchdowns for Hayden Sanders was supposed to go to Cole Ruby on that fumble recovery. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive stats tonight for the Warriors. Passing tonight, Jace Palmer, 6 for 14 through the air for 38 yards. Receiving tonight, Carter Danner led the way, 3 carries for 18 yards. Will Fish, 1 catch for 15. Elliott Mercer, 2 catches for 5 yards. Rushing tonight, Carter Danner also led the way offensively on the ground game for the Warriors. 8 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. Elliott Mercer, 11 carries for 36 yards. Jace Palmer, 5 carries for ended up being no yards, and had a couple of fumbles on the night as well. As, again, Worth County really kind of took it to the Warriors pretty early, taking advantage of those turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time this season, somebody other than Elliott Mercer has led the team in rushing, and if you do the math on his amount of carries and total yards, he was between 3 and 4 yards a carry, and I mean that's pretty pedestrian, especially for a guy who many would say is in the upper tier of 8-man football players, especially when it comes to the running back groups. So, I mean, Worth County obviously had a game plan to take him out of the game. He really, of course, on defense he makes a big impact, but on offense, it was Carter Danner who made more of an impact tonight, and I think that was by design by Worth County.
Yeah, and again, let's go ahead and give out our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game is brought to you by Winner's Circle North. Winner's Circle North in Albany is all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And, Brad, it kind of was pretty easy. Cole Ruby was tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Again, 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards of total offense after picking up that fumble recovery and taking it into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, Cole Ruby, I mean, we were saying his name quite a bit tonight. So, I mean, that was kind of – I mean, if you just listened to us, you kind of knew who was going to get the player of the game. He ran all over the Warrior defense. He and a large part of – he and everybody else is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, just moved the ball at will. It wasn't just him, but he really was the centerpiece of this Worth County offense. And like we said at the start, it's been a couple seasons in a row now where Worth County has lost week 1 or week 2 early in the season and then just taken it to teams the rest of the season all the way to the playoffs. So that continues tonight. They have really responded well since that week 1 loss against Rockport.
Remember, tomorrow here in Albany is the Pride of Iowa Youth Football League games. Albany junior team will play at 8 o'clock. The Albany senior team will play at 11. Worth County's junior team will play at 2 o'clock here in Albany, and then the Worth County senior team will play at 5 o'clock here in Albany tomorrow. That also goes again with the Nottoway Valley, Central Decatur, Bedford, and Afton will be the other teams that will be playing here in Albany tomorrow. So come and cheer on the youth football teams. And then don't forget on Sunday, the cheerleaders are going to be going to the 1A small division, the largest division in the entire state competition on Sunday at the MCCA KC Regional Competition at Liberty North High School. They will take the mat at 9:05. Top 5 teams from each division will receive a bid to the state competition in Columbia. The girls have been preparing for months, and they are more than ready to try and take the mat on Sunday and the MCCA KC Regional Competition. For myself, Jared Rolvis, and Brett Williams, we're going to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. The Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Shelter Insurance agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls in Albany. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. Sublime Formal Wear. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue in Albany. And also Shadowfax on 136 in Albany to go along with also Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the city of Albany. Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Remember, they're staying open late tonight. You can still get food at Big A Bistro. Go visit them. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany, Worth County, and Northeast Nottoway School Districts, and the Printer New Shop are located in Albany. For myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst for the evening, Brett Williams. So long and good night tonight here from Albany.